There. This video is going to walk you through installing WordPress on our Cloud9 web development servers. The very first thing the WordPress install software will ask is what language do you want. So we're going to choose English for the United States. And here is the only page that you need to fill out. Okay, so this is going to be important information about your site. So what do you want the title of your site to be? So, let's say you want it to be, I don't know, okay, so maybe I'm just going to call it Best Educational Books for Kids. Okay, so whatever you want your title of your site to be, it should be based on the theme that you're going with for your topic. So if you're doing like a recipe site, or you're doing, an electronic review site, or you're doing a business site, whatever you want it to be, put in your site title. You can always change this. And then you want to create your username. Now your username will be seen in most cases on the blog post. So you want it to be something that makes sense. It could be, your first initial, your last name. It could be admin. It could be the name of the site, whatever you want. Now, by default, it's going to give you a suggested password. And you can keep this password if you want, or you can create your own. So, whatever you want to create, you can create your own, and it's going to say, hey, this isn't a strong password. Of course, they're going to want you to have an extremely strong password that doesn't resemble any word or anything that would make sense to a human. So you can, if you want to use a password that is not necessarily very strong, you just have to click the confirm use of the weak password, or sometimes it could be, medium. So as long as you get medium, it looks like you're good. Okay, so what I want you to do is either use the password that's there or come up with a password, but you need to save this password somewhere, or take a screenshot of this, because I don't have any access to reset these things for you. So if you can't remember your password, then you could end up having to restart this whole process over. Okay, then you're going to put your email address in. And we're going to go ahead and keep the search engine visibility available, so that we can play around with checking to see if our websites are being picked up by the search engine. I'm not sure how well they'll get picked up, since we're using the development server and these aren't 24/7 sites. So we'll see what happens with that. So go ahead and fill out this information, and I will be right back with you. Okay, after you've filled out that form, very quickly it'll say WordPress has been installed. Thank you and enjoy. Okay, it gives you your username, your password you should have written down, and then you're going to click login. Okay, so this login URL is going to be the URL that you're going to log into your admin page all the time. So wherever you have included your username and password, I would recommend that you also grab this URL or bookmark it. And you can bookmark it by clicking on like the little star, and that will usually allow you to bookmark it, or you can right click, bookmark all tabs. Again, it depends on what browser you're using, or you could just copy it and send it to yourself an email or something like that. Okay, so you're going to log in. I just had it save my information, so I'm going to log in. Okay, so the first time you log in, this is what you'll see. Okay, so they have put some fake data in here for us so that we could kind of see what's available. They'll also tell you that there is an update available for WordPress. So I'm going to go ahead and click this button, and it says, before updating, please back up your files. And we haven't done anything, so we can just update it. And this is one of the cool things about using a content management system, is I don't have to go into my web server and download and install all these files or anything like that. It automatically has a script that does it for me, and then it tells you a little bit about what this update is all about. Okay, so you're welcome to review that. Okay, so let's take a look. I'm going to click back on the dashboard. So on the dashboard, I want to show you a couple things. First thing is that if you hover over the W, you will have some documentation and support and things like that. Okay, and then if you hover over the home page, you'll see it says Visit Site. Okay, so keep in mind this is the admin menu. So this is not what your users are going to see. This is just a special tool for you to use to manage your site. To actually see what the site looks like, we can click on that, and you'll see here the house has gone away, and now it tells us if we want to get back to our dashboard. Since we're currently logged in, we can do that. You'll see up here in the right hand corner it will tell us that we're logged in, and I haven't done anything with my profile, so it won't show you anything. This is the standard beginning theme for your website. Okay, so the only thing that you'll see that I've actually put in here is the site title. Okay, everything else is things that have been included for example purposes. Okay, so they put a basic post in here with the date that we installed everything, and they have some some little fake comments on here and things like that. Okay, so nothing too exciting. So just wanted you to see that that's how you can get back to your actual site. So here is your dashboard, and what we want to do, the very first thing that I've asked you to do, is to create a new post. So right now I don't want you working on changing your theme or customizing things or getting too crazy, because we're going to work through all of these different things every single week. So what I want you to do for this first time is I want you to go to posts, and here is that post that they have included in here when we first installed it, and you can either edit this one or you can trash it, but this is the standard post in here. So what I want you to do is I want you to write about your site. So about my website, and you can make it more creative than that. Okay, so this is your window that you're going to type everything in, and you'll see that we have some basic information here. We can do bold, italics, bullet lists, numbered lists, block quotes, which kind of will pull something out and make it tabbed over, align left, center, right, insert, edit a link, insert a read more tag, and toolbar toggle. So we've got other things that we can do here. Strike through, horizontal line, change the text color, paste as text, clear formatting, special characters, indents, undo, keyboard shortcuts. Okay, so what I want you to do is I just want you to do a standard post. Okay, I don't want you to add a read more. That's where basically you only get like a paragraph, and then there's a little button to read more that takes you to another page. So I want this to just be a full page about your site, and I want you to be talking about the theme or the topic of your site, like what you see your content for your site becoming. So if you're doing a recipe for a particular, or a particular type of cuisine, and maybe like you're doing a gluten-free, best gluten-free recipes on the web type website, you're going to describe that. What do you see yourself doing to create the content, right? Because this is a content management system, so you must have some idea for what type of content you're going to create. So I want you to talk about that. I want you to talk about the different things that you can envision being on your website. So, are you going to let them comment on things? Are you going to post videos? Are you going to, post images of your process for the recipes? So everyone's going to have a different idea, and this is where I want you to kind of pitch the idea to your website users. Like, what are your plans? So this is your plan. Your plan for what what your website is going to be all about. And you're just going to start typing away, and you can add media. So you can upload images here, and then you can insert those into your post. So you don't have to put an image in for right now, but if you have an idea and you want to supplement it with an image, then by all means go ahead and add that. So once you have your post, you're going to save it. So let me just put, you're going to update. Well, that's because I was updating a post, and I'm gonna, you'll see here is my about my website. This is an example post. So because this was a post that was already published, that I was adding, that I was just updating, you don't have to actually publish it, because see, it says over here that it's already been published. It also tells you your revisions. So if I wanted to add a new post, I could just come over here and my new post, and this is a new post, and you'll see what we have here. So we have save draft. So if you're working on some content but you're not ready to publish it, you can go ahead and save it as a draft. You can preview it. So this is what it's going to look like. So that way, if you want to check and make sure that your images and everything looks good, that your paragraphs aren't too wordy, you can do that. Once you're ready to publish it, then you can click the publish button. And this is what I want you to do. So I want you to make sure that whatever your post that you create is, that it's published and viewable on the website. So if I go back to my website, here's my new post, and here is the updated post. Okay, so that is all I want you to do for this first assignment, is set up your WordPress server, install WordPress, and create one post. Okay, thanks. Bye.